Hey there, are you a travel creator who is beyond trend chasing and beyond viral views? You've already made it. Your content is working. You are getting brand deals. But now you're kind of like a deer in headlights. Well, it might be because you are treating your travel content creation like an influencer and not a business owner. Over here, I've created the only business building community for established travel content creators who need to save time and create a bigger impact online. We're building this together and you're totally invited. There's literally no community for successful travel content creators who want to build actual businesses and not just chase followers. The first round of this program is very limited to a small number of creators because I want to keep it that way. We're building this together. You literally get one-on-one personalized support with me for a really good deal, if I don't say so myself. To get in on the travel creator business plan, you're going to need to send me a message on Instagram and I will send you all the details. Hey travel creators, or should I say, hey business owners, because just a reminder, you are building an actual business. If this is your first time listening to my voice, my name is Laura, and I am the host of this show, if that isn't obvious enough. And today we're going to talk about a topic that is very popular. We are going to talk about how to land brand deals without a huge following. This might seem like a buzzword, but I think I have figured it out. And of course, I have to share with you because you don't need a ton of followers to work with brands. I'm going to give you real life examples of how I myself have done this as an additional income stream besides just the services I offer for travel influencers. So let's get into it. The first thing I need you to do is get really clear on what kind of content you want to create. And by that, I mean, what kind of traveler are you? Are you a budget traveler? Are you a luxury traveler? Because the way that we talk to those creators and travelers are very different from each other. So getting really clear on the luxury brand people or the hostel hoppers is going to be really, really essential here. Especially helping you when you are going to set up a portfolio that I'm going to walk you through in a minute. And you're probably freaking out about like, oh my God, niching down. It's like such a divisive thing these days. And I don't want you to freak too much out about this right now, but I think you need to have some sort of direction, at least for the remainder of this episode. Okay. Real step one, so that's kind of like step 0 is getting clear on what the hell you're doing. And step 1 is creating a portfolio. And you're probably thinking, what the heck do you mean? Creating a portfolio of what? A portfolio of like how I am new to this or I have a tiny following. How the heck should I create a portfolio? It doesn't really matter that you don't have a following. You're going to create a portfolio anyway. You're going to go around the hostel you're in right now, the Airbnb you're in. Maybe you're listening in a cafe at this very moment. I want you to start taking photos and videos of the space. Maybe it's you using the space. Maybe it's somebody you are traveling with using the space. People don't even have to be in these photos and these images, but just pretend you are creating actual content for a brand. What you're going to do, thirdly, is build a landing page. And that is going to sound very overwhelming. This can be done on Canva. I'm actually not a massive advocate for people doing this on Canva. I just think it's if you build something on a Canva website, it has no SEO is going to help you to be able to find that. So building on something like Squarespace or even better WordPress is going to actually help you when SEO comes into play. We're not going to get into SEO in this episode. We are not. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it right now. So this landing page needs the photos and the videos that you just took. If you want to edit them, amazing. I would recommend stringing them together into a little video. And if you're like, I don't know how to edit the video, what should I do? Go look up some hotels or Airbnbs on Instagram or TikTok and look at their top performing videos and recreate those with the clips that you just had to the best of your ability. Because we know that format is working, so apply it to what you've just created. So on this landing page, you're going to put in your best work samples that you just created. You're also going to put in a short little about section about who you are, how can somebody get a hold of you, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just needs to exist. Then we are going to set up a pitching spreadsheet. So you're going to open a spreadsheet. I do this in Airtable because I like to set up an automation, and that's like a whole freaking thing that we're getting into in my membership. But you don't have to do it this way. I'm going to show you how to do this on easy mode. It does require more effort from you in follow-ups, but this is easy mode. Just get it out there, get it going. Open a spreadsheet, and you are going to create these columns: brand name, first name, email address, custom opening, content idea 1, content idea 2, content idea 3. This is now your pitching machine. This is what I personally use this literally daily. Now comes the fun part. You are going to identify brands or stays or hotels or cafes that you actually love and use. So you can even think about the travel products that you have with you right now on this trip, or maybe that you're using or you're going to pack with, or maybe something always comes on your hike with you, or some product. It doesn't have to necessarily be travel related, but remember when we sort of picked a focus in the beginning, step 0, that can help you, because yes, if you want to get into creating content for luxury experiences, you should probably maybe have some luxury items to create content examples with. And if you want to get into more like backpack, hostel stuff, you can make sure you have some like budget friendly products. They don't have to necessarily be travel to film with. So now that you have a list of brands, you've added them to the spreadsheet, they're all under the brand name column. And I especially think when you're new at this, it's really helpful to have brands that you actually love and use that you are pitching, because you know that you love and use them. And it will be easier to make your pitches more personalized. So now that you've added your brands to your spreadsheet, you are going to find their email addresses. I like to use tools like Apollo.io and Hunter.io to find email addresses for marketing contacts for these brands. You want to make sure you're looking for marketing managers, social media managers, brand partnerships, creator relations. These are all like buzzwords of people that you would want to reach out to and connect with. Add these emails into your spreadsheet. If you cannot find an email, or if you just find a form that's like, we work with influencers, great. Copy the link to the form, put it in the email address field of your spreadsheet, and we will come back to that later. You will set an additional time on your calendar to go and actually fill out that form. Now, moving on to creating custom content ideas for brands. For each brand, you need to come up with 3 specific content ideas. I don't want you to be saying, I can create Instagram posts for you. No, they don't care. Anybody can really do that. They want to know very specific ideas of how you can create content with their product. And so content idea 1 for that brand is going to go in the column on the appropriate line for brand A under content idea 1. Do you see what I'm saying? The more specific with these, the better. I love it. I also love to include, when I do this, like, I imagine this being like a B-roll video, or maybe this is like a green screen video thing. Well, I just like to try and give them as much detail so they can visualize what this partnership might look like as possible. Okay, now that we have the content ideas, we are going to create a custom opening. And a custom opening is really a personalized opening line in your email that we are going to connect in a minute. So this custom opening, I like to compliment something specific about the brand or product. I don't open it with being like, hi, I'm Laura, this is what I do, because they don't know who I am and they don't care. Then we're going to compliment the brand. We're going to talk about how we like their product, what we use it for, all while expressing genuine love of their crap. Do not skip this step. Definitely sort of copy and paste this custom opening format, but I need you to proofread it. Don't accidentally be sending REI an email that really is supposed to go to whoever REI's competitor is. The next step is setting up a mail merge. This is so easy. It's stupid easy. I fear as though I don't know how to describe to you to set up a mail merge. So what I'm going to need you to do is take 30 seconds to watch a single YouTube video on how to do this. It is so easy. It's so easy. It's maybe 3 clicks. Everybody has access to it in Google Sheets, promise. It's very technical, so I don't really want to walk you through the steps here, but if you literally just Google how to set up mail merge with Google Sheets, you can find a million tutorials and it's dead easy. And mail merge essentially is going to allow you to email these personalized messages, send all of these personalized brand pitches in one go. Of course, make sure to test your mail merge using your own email first so that you don't accidentally make an error in your messages or it looks weird and now it's been sent to like 70 brands. Okay, and then you do it again. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And what most people get wrong is that they are pitching maybe like 20 brands and they're like, oh, I pitched 20 brands. Nobody responded to me. Yeah, that's going to happen. Let's talk about when you reach out to 200 brands and maybe nobody's responding. Like that's a bigger issue. So volume here is really, really good. And I don't want you to go and think like, oh my gosh, I have to go and like find 200 brand contacts to email today. No, just try and send 10 today, 10 tomorrow, like work up to it. I send about 400 a month if that helps you. I use a tool called Bento to do this. I actually have an affiliate link to this so you can get it on discount. So if you do want to sign up to Bento, let me know. Actually, don't let me know. If you do want to sign up to Bento, there will be a link down below in the show notes for you to grab that. So I really think this entire process I've just walked you through is the easiest way for creators to work with brands and make money. And really, it's doing UGC. And UGC is not a new topic on this podcast. I personally have been doing UGC since April, and I've made a few $1,000s actually, which I feel like is pretty good for just starting something. And I'm a part of Maddie Garrett's program. I know you know her. We are good, tight besties on this show. And so if you do want to do UGC and you have not joined her program yet, I also have a discount for that. You can get 10% off of her program when you use the code Laura10, which will also be down below for you. All I want you to understand from this is that landing brand deals without a huge following is not about like being lucky. It's about having the systems in place to get them secured. So you need a clear brand positioning, you need a portfolio, you need a systematic approach to finding and pitching brands, and you need the willingness to spend a lot of time on pitches. If you don't want to spend a lot of time, I would highly recommend finding someone who can spend that time for you. Just please, whatever you do, don't make your pitches generic. I think I need to do a whole episode on cold pitching. It's time. Let me know on Instagram if that's what you want. I send so many emails, and I would love to tell you about how I do that successfully and unsuccessfully. The other very important thing with this pitching is the following up, which I honestly think is harder than the pitching itself. I want you to follow up with these brands 1 week after you've sent that initial email, and I don't want you to follow up with them like one time. I want you to follow up with them until you get a response. Even if that response is no, you just need to know that somebody saw what you're doing and responded. I hope you walk away from this episode with strategies to actually land brand deals without a massive following. It's not that hard, but it's also not that easy. It is simple, but it is not easy. Just keep that in mind. But if you put the right systems in place, it can become easy. So if you liked this episode and want to hear more like it, let me know on Instagram. That's the only way I know the best episodes to create for you. I'm always taking suggestions. You can reach me over there at Travel Content Writing. But until then, happy creating, and I will see you next week.
This podcast was produced by Your Girl Media.